How you guys doing? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Loving the emo combos there. Vital, Tropical Banana Man, Alejandra, how you doing? Oh, hello. So I got some mail today. I'm excited for. It's the Zachtronic game design book. Yeah, this is a Kickstarter from a while. Not too long ago. But yeah, all kinds of like hand drawings and things, and like game design ideas, and design documents and whatnot. Really interesting stuff. I haven't really gotten a chance to look through it because like I got it as I walked in the door today, which wasn't too long ago. So did you now? Did you, Vital? Doing great. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I need to put this somewhere. All right. Anyway, so today, hopefully, I'm gonna get some stuff done. I plan on it. I don't know if I actually will or not. It's not. We're not working on this. We're not doing that. That's just what was there last time, or that one, or that one. Okay. Well. Stuff, things and stuff, yes. But yeah, so Arpeggio, hopefully I'll get started tonight. I don't know if it'll happen. That's for the sound effects, the jump and falling back down, and some others that I still haven't like done yet. Like I guess the game over needs to be a sound effect too. So yeah, we'll figure it out. Hopefully we'll figure it out. But yeah. But how's everyone else doing tonight? Sure. I'm gonna say tonight. It's close enough to tonight. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Where are we starting tonight? Tonight over here. UK? Europe area? Or on this side of the lake? Norway! I was close. I should probably... I'm sure you've said that before. But I can't remember anything, so I apologize. Slaydarth, how you doing? I do stream on the weekdays, yes. Tuesday and Thursday. Today is Tuesday, right? Right? Yeah, today's Tuesday, okay. I mean, I try. I do try, I almost spilled my water just now and made a mess. That would have been fun. That would have been real fun. But I mean, I do try to remember things that people tell me, Well, I mean, saying that your name is right next to anything you type, that's a little harder to forget. Do it for the content. Well, no, because I've got my retro dump over. Maybe I should put this over somewhere else. So, like, even if that does happen, this is still fine. So I'm gonna put that over there. What is your crazy plan? All right. So, in order to do any of that, the arpeggio stuff, I need to put it after the envelope loop things, and I think I might just break this out into its own subroutine that's JSR to or jump to or whatever. Yeah, because I'll do the arpeggio stuff after this, I think. The SATs as an international candidate. As I'm considering one day studying in the U.S. Oh, well, I mean, if you have the means to, and you want to, well, yeah, go for it. Alright, run loop, no SFX, no beat. Sequence of code loop, takes per beat. Get rid of that because that's already in there. What is this? Oh, that's the bug stuff. We'll keep that in there for now, I guess. Just a case of getting enough money for test fees. Yeah, I forget how much it was, but it wasn't cheap. Well, I mean, cheap for high school and me, anyway. Cheaper than taking the equivalent exams in the UK as a private candidate. Oh, really? Alright. Yeah, I think it was like something like $80, 80 USD. Back when I took the SATs or something around that. I don't know for certain because like I didn't pay for it. My parents did. So I could be off a little bit, but still, $80 back then was a lot of money to me. Because like, yeah, my parents didn't give me money. They're like, allowance? What are you gonna do with that? No. Alright, so let's start by breaking out some of the other stuff. Cleaning things up a little bit. Run beat. How about that? So this is going to do all this stuff. Up to there. Like that. There we go. Beat. And let's break out the sound effects as well. Is there an inherent difference between the SATs and the ACTs? Not really. They're both a standardized test that schools use. Some schools use the SATs and other schools use the ACTs. For instance, the school that I went to, the first school I went to, they accepted the ACTs. So I had to take both tests essentially because the first one, like I didn't know where I was going for school when the first ones were coming around when we were taking the first ones. So I signed up and paid for the SATs. Then I figured out where I was going for school, only to find out that they didn't care about the SATs. They looked at the ACTs. I'm like, oh well, crap. Well, I've already paid for them, so I might as well take them. So I had to, take the ACTs as well. It was more of a placement thing and not necessarily a acceptance thing into the school. I used the SAT when we moved to the US. You had to take both? Yeah. Well, I don't even remember like my scores for either one of them because they didn't matter after the first school at all. Like they never came up again. Ever. And I don't even think my GPA ever came up after that either. Alright, so I want this one, yeah, to there. Run SFX beat. Right. Yeah, that'll work. Well, you know what? Let's unwrap this a little bit. So branch not equal to +1, like that. Then take this stuff, put it there, remove that. All right, so here's one exit. Beat's not playing, so we just reset the thing. Cool. This guy's just gonna jump to that because the decode sequence command has an RTS in it, which will return to wherever this was called from. So yeah, JSR, which would be here on SFX beat. Sounds like much of education. Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah. All right. Run. Well, run volume envelope RTS, which be this guy over here. Okay. Oh. Wait a minute, what is this? Uh-oh, where was that from? What did that do? Technically kind of SFX plus. Where was that before? Where was that before? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I screwed up. Get help! Help me get! What did I change? What was it before? This one. That was a jump to the RTS. That's a jump to this guy here. Okay, branch plus. Branch minus. RTS. Right? Maybe. So instead of jumping somewhere else on a no beat, it just returns. And when there is a beat, it jumps over the return. Ideally. Let's make sure that this, I don't have my console open. Why don't I have my console open? What is this? Oh, okay, that's fine. Closing that. Jojo, welcome. How you doing? You're late to my dinner. I think you're the late one, aren't you? CD code, NES, and runner, and then make. And it assembled, which is good news. Let's go ahead and reset that. Are you always on time? Are you really? My nose has been itching all day today. All right, so let's see what happens when I hit select here, which should start the music. I don't know if that sounded right. Did that sound right? I think it did. I mean, I guess it did. I suppose. It's correct enough. It's correct enough. Alright, let's see what, Okay, good. That still works. I didn't break that. That's good news. That's good news. We're making progress. Alright. Alright. So we are going to come over here and stage that. Beep boop. The Pocket Watch says the trains are on time and the trains are always on time. Yeah, okay. Arsus. Arusis. I know I pronounce your name like differently and wrong every day. I apologize. But hey, how you doing? Welcome. This is just reorganize some sound frame stuff. Move the beat calculation and envelope stuff to subroutines. I can pronounce it however, like, alright then.
Hacker Man is the most powerful hacker of all.
Jojo, thank you for gifting Vital a tier 2 sub for their 3rd month. Appreciate that. Really? Oh, it's a 1, that's why. That's why. Vital, why you gotta have... Why do you gotta have, like, numbers in your name, huh? best number. Yeah, okay. Alright, she should be on this list now somewhere. I don't know where though. So in there somewhere. In there somewhere. But thank you again for that, JoJo. For the 69th gift sub. Hey. You know what? Let me just open up the other emulator here for why do I have two of the same window open? What is this? Why? There it is. And this one open. Why is it always open up a different folder? There it goes. And up and A. So you got to work at the registry today. Like the Windows registry, or like a government registry or something. Ooh. Windows registry. Fun. Start? Yeah, start. Alright. Okay, so there's me. Yay! Yeah. How do I... What? What, the game? I mean, it ends with a game over is what how it ends. Yeah, so arpeggio. That ain't coded yet, but I need to actually start like writing the skeleton code for this, or else I will never get it written. Anner, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. How's your day going? What is this one? An envelope. What do I call it? Run arpeggio. Hello! Hello! Infinidagger! Oh! Ah! Jojo!
He's the most powerful hacker of all time.
Thank you for gifting Anna a tier 3 sub for her second month. Goodness gracious. Alright, well I get... You know what? Let me just open up another instance of him here. That one. No, not a 2, a 3. There it goes. Don't worry, that's it tonight. I think I'm with Anna on this one. Yeah. You did ruin your 69 though. Come on, Jojo. What are you doing? Huh? Well, I need to do the thing first. And then over this one. Let's reset. And then up to credits. Okay. So I'm not sure where you are in there, but you're in there somewhere. It's order of added, not alphabetical. But yeah, how's your night going, Ann? I'm sad that I finished off the cookies. I actually like, took a picture of it too, just to make a joke out of it, but I never got around to post it on Twitter. Okay. So when I load up a note, load note here, I save it. What I don't save, however, is anything related to an arpeggio freaking macro, though, which I need to do, which I just realized I needed to do. Zero page first. Yeah, they were good cookies. A lot of people are follow shooting advice. I'm about to like. No worries, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so these I can probably actually move out of zero page because I'm starting to run out of space in zero page. Actually, you know what? Let me make file. What was the generating the map file? What is the command for that? cc65.github.io. Buy me a second monitor. I thought you had a second monitor, didn't you? LD65. Come on. There it goes. Options. Map file. Create a map file. Map. Or just M and then the name. M. $, name. Dot map. Make. Nope, just one. Next paycheck on my visor. Oh, nice. Yeah, the monitor mount, like, you wouldn't think it cleared up a lot of space, but it clears up a lot of space. Like, holy crap. Like 19 monitors. That's a bit of an exaggeration, I think, but I mean, you know, you're on the right track there. Where's the folder I need? That one? No. What happened to my other folder? Did I close my other folder? No, it's way over here. There it is. Why didn't it? Oh, because it put it up here actually. Say it put it in the wrong directory. Whatever. I need all the monitors. Yeah, I want 3 more monitors and like to put them on top of my other ones. Yeah, I would need another video card for that though. Bridgewater, how you doing? Welcome. Welcome. Another Momentor, right. Size DE, so that's getting close to the limit there. So let's see. FF or yeah, FF minus DE. It's 21 bytes. Full monitors, nani? I mean, I within sight right here, I've got mine that I'm on this machine, and then I have 3 more over there. One of which is a tube. That one is plugged in, but I think that what is it? RCA to VGA adapter thing I have died. I won't turn on anymore. I need to fiddle around with it a little bit more though, so I can get it back up and running. But well, there goes my the monitor I used for previewing the NES output. I could do the goal monitors, at least getting my 1.5 equipment set up and working. Yeah. No, I don't think it'll be hard. Nah, in fact, I could probably set mine up now. Where is it? Wait, I'm not sure if it's got the power brick on it. I don't know where the power brick is. Do I know what the power? Hang on. Oh, it's the power brick is. Yeah, I could actually set mine up right now within like a few minutes. But I mean, then again, I do have like everything else, the hard part actually already set up. Yeah. But I don't think it'll be hard once you get it set up. No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. What's the hard part? Getting the correct connections and capture card stuff and all that, and just, you know, organizing your desk so you can like see the output of the screen and not have to look through OBS. So, for instance, for me, I'll drop on Studio Mode real quick so you can see it. To view any NES output, there it goes. I have to actually look at it through OBS, so I just dropped it into Studio Mode, so I don't have to switch scenes or whatever. But this one over here is what I have to actually look at to see any of the output from my NES, because my my monitor that I was using, apparently the adapter doesn't work or whatever. Yeah. And I don't want to use like an LCD or whatever for that one over there. But so yeah, it's the initial setup stuff that's the hard part, I think. But once you get that done, It's just a matter of turning everything on and hitting start stream. I mean, sure, why not? I can help you with that. Yeah, well, yeah, the correct adapters, yeah. But yeah, so I don't have that much zero page left, but I've got a lot of regular RAM left. And a buttload of save RAM apparently. So do I get cookies? Or, I mean, you know, if you're willing to send them. Well, I mean, the server setup is straightforward. That was just like me copy pasting my config. So I mean, aka data stack. I mean, well, kinda, yeah, sort of, yeah. I mean, I still have a bunch left, so whatever. I'm not gonna really worry about it too much right now. Actually, I'm not gonna be writing. I'm gonna be writing to these variables. I'm not gonna be adding any more. What I do need, sound pointer, instrument, file macro. So this needs to be not vol macro, but arp macro, arpeggio, right? Probably. Sound pointer sequence. Oh, this is a sequence pointer. The data pointer. That's the pointer for the sequence. Is this used the sequence index? No. Why do I have it then? Why is it a thing? Oh, and let me put this in the right folder. In the bin folder like that, and then get rid of that guy there. Make. Yeah, it's not used. What was that even intended for? Like the index inside the sequence? Why would I do that? If I could just use the pointer. If I have the pointer for all of them anyway. So that frees up 5 bytes. Temp offset channel temp address. Okay. Right, so in order to load up the arpeggio, I need to... That's part of the instrument. So let's go to the load instrument. Load instrument. And this will be reloaded on every note hit. So every new note, it will automatically be reloaded. Gotta go finish packing. All right, no worries. Wish me luck. I'm speaking about robotics 2 days from now in Chicago. Really? Well, good luck. Hope it goes well. Let me know how it goes. Yeah. Okay. So what do we got here? Put an issue macro definitions. Okay. Store that. Channel ID things. Good job for what? I stopped opening links. I mean, reset me? No, thank you. Volume macro. So this is loading the actual value for the volume. Oh no. Yes, the value for the volume. So I need to increment the... What is X? What is X? Hang on. Is X anything? Instrument ID lookup. Sound pointer instrument. Yes, because it's the... Okay, yeah. Because that does need to be like that. Because that's the channel ID, the channel offset. Okay. Can I increment with that? Is that a thing I can do? Yes, actually. Yes. X, and what is it? Branch carry clear +1, so this will handle rollover. At X. Yeah. And then this is going to be load up SND pointer. I swear I can type today. X. And this is going to be the arpeggio thing. We'll do later. All right. You have a good night, Alejandro. What kind of pointers options are those? What? And neither. What? All three of my monitors actually match because I bought them all at the same time. So they're all the same exact model. And I agree with Anna on this one. I'm sorry, Jojo. Get the 1024 by 600 one there. That resolution matches everything equally bad, right? Wait, so hang on, I store instrument volumes. I never read that. Well, I guess I would need to over here, but let's just put that in a temp variable. Yeah, why not? So we're gonna store that into temp X. Put that in temp Y, I guess. Instrument, and that is never used again, though. Wait, you know what? Let's not actually. Instead, we're still gonna leave that commented out. Instead, we're just gonna move all this stuff to the bottom of the instrument things. Over here. Arpeggio. Thank you for that follow, by the way. I'm sorry I missed that. Hey, it's a 10.46 on machine for years. Inscript Tech, how you doing? Assembly and Vim, yes. Did Peek something with it? Oh, the peek and poke. That's some basic commands. I'd bring it up, but I don't want to start up the emulator because it's a pain in the butt. Of course I count. 1, 2, 3, lots. Alright. Get a real sound channel. What is this? That touches Y. Okay. Compare Y. Okay, so I don't want to touch Y anywhere, because that'll probably break. I don't want to change Y anyway. Rather. All right. Don't need that. Don't need that either. And is that actually the volume macro, or not the arpeggio macro? No music data. It is. Okay. I should probably check for zero or not existent, shouldn't I? Yeah, I need to do that. Compare that to FF. Branch equal to no arpeggio. That's going to be down here. And I actually need a similar one for the volume. I mean, it's not going to be very common, probably. But I do want to check that. Chicken dude, how you doing? Do I know how to fix the 100% disk space problem? Like nothing left? Start deleting things. I don't know. Kind of negative one, like a good QBasic. Yeah. So I was actually writing some basic code the other day. It wasn't Visual Basic. It was Microsoft Basic 1.1 for the TRS-80 color computer. Yeah, that was that picture that I posted on Discord the other day. Where is it? This right here is in a TRS emulator. Because I've mentioned before, because my friend has one of these things, like a physical TRS, and he doesn't have any like cartridges for it, or floppy drives, or any software for it. He just has the built-in ROM for BASIC, and I want to see if I can, like, I don't know, bootstrap some stuff in it. And like write an editor and assembler maybe, and see if I can get some stuff going. I don't know yet. That's still in like the planning stages. 100%. Is that what you're overdue for buying? Yes. That is, for me. Yes, I'm overdue. Which I think I am actually overdue for buying some more. Yeah, I am. That needs to be disconnected. Wait a minute, did what? Oh, right, because okay, do that too. But, no, so I've got some red on my drives here, so I need some, needs to get in close. So I need some more. I need some more space. Buy a 4 meg USB stick. 4 meg USB stick. That's enough for like 4 NES games, if that. Where was I? Oh right, the. I mean. You know what, so I'm not going to bother checking for the volume macro, because that will always, I think, have, what's it? A value. There's always going to be a volume envelope. 2 terabyte stick from eBay for $5. Yeah, the ones that are like the knockoffs from China or whatever that have a USB stick and like some bolts glued into it. So they overwrite the firmware to make a report that it's got more space than it actually does. I mean, you know, plot's plot, right? You know. So I also need to make sure that this little chunk right here that I write doesn't go longer than 127. I think 127 assembled bytes. Yeah, some of them do. Some of them do. And it was the only truth. Alright, so I don't actually have any arpeggio macros in the file yet, so I need to go and get those, don't I? Actually, hang on, don't... Right. So there's 2 of them. Let's find out which ones these are, shall we? That's not the one I wanted. This guy. Family tracker, family tracker. Can I just like drag and drop the file in there? That'd be nice. Darn. I cannot. Import. That one. Alright. Arpeggio is the longer one. Volume is the shorter one. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab those. She must be a robot. Beep boop. Okay, so these are gonna be SFX macro. Just so I can tell them apart. Yank those. Put them up there like that. Wait a minute. Oh, because... Oh, okay. Do I have these in here already? Yes, but are they right? I don't know. 0, 1, 2. No, that needs to be 3 and 4. Maybe? Yeah, well, I mean... Kinda, sorta? No. Wait. Volume macro. Volume macro, arpeggio. Okay, so... No. Volume needs to be 3, not 2. That's a 4. Okay, oops. 3, 3. This one's the volume. Like that. Okay. Imagine how you doing? Boop beep, I'm a robot. So I'm gonna be kind of surprised actually if this, like, if I don't break this the first time around. Yeah, because I'm using like 2 different styling formats for this file here. So that's cool. Like there's this one right here that's got macros in it to get the size, right? The size of the thing. And then there's these that just, you know, have everything on its own. So let me actually break this guy out like this. Like that. Just so it's a little easier to read, I guess. And it's more uniform. Yeah, that's nice. There we go. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. It's good to hear you're doing good, though. I am currently trying hard not to confuse myself about what I'm actually doing. I'm not sure if I'm succeeding in that, but, you know, I'm trying. That's the important part, right? Where did those go? SFX macro. There they are. These guys. Okay, these guys I'm also gonna divvy up a little bit. Like that. Oh, it didn't do the thing. Well, I tried. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where did... Macro's duty? No. Wait a minute. Why do I have... What do I have there in their toys? I need to go away. Okay. duty count equals to, wait, why does, what is this? Why? I ignore the duty cycle macro, don't I? I haven't done that yet. So, like, why do I even bother trying to calculate that? Like, how many there are? Like, I don't care. Let's just get rid of the duty macros for now. Let's just get rid of them. Because they're not used anywhere, right? That's not what I wanted to hit make. Yeah, wait. SFX, that's something different. SFX macro volume 0 is undefined. Okay. No, these are not volume macros. Those are arpeggio macros. Like that. And they're not 0, 0, they're 1 and 2. And 2, like that. Wait, is this even used? No, like why? So why do I like save the counts in a constant if I never use them? I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay. Now does it assemble? Maybe, maybe not. It does. Good. Okay. Right. Right. What are the instruments again for these? These guys, okay. 0 and 1, yes. Volume is 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. That's the wrong 0, 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay. Okay. Should be good. Should be. We'll see. There we go. Back down here where we were. Okay, so now we can start loading up those actual values. Right? Probably. I don't know. So in A, we've got the ID for the macro. So we need to go and look up the address for that. So we're going to load up sound macros arpeggio at X and store that. Sound ZP. Store that somewhere. Hang on. Wait a minute. Here are the offsets. Load temp gen offset. Well, alright, there you go. Why am I using temp address? Oh. Because I can't do an indirect X and an indirect Y at the same time. That's why. Okay. Store that into sound pointer. Yes. Macro at Y. Load up the second one on that one. And save it on the second one. Right? Probably. I think so. You know, what does the data for this thing actually look like? Okay, so they are... Alright, they are signed. Got it, alright. Yeah. Which means I could just, like, do an add to them and it'd still give me the right value, wouldn't it? I can just add that to the note and it'll give me the right value. In theory. Yeah. Alright. Oh, I need to load up the length of that, don't I? Oh dear. Volume lengths. And I need a length for... where is that? Is that in the BSS? BSS. Yes. Ooh. Sure, arpeggio. That's never used. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of that one. And that one. All these actually. These aren't... I don't care about these. Those are indexes to things I never even touch. Because it's just gonna be... Yeah. Length and steps. Length of the total number of values in it, and steps for the current value we're at. What, Jojo? What? Why do you do what? Which, you know what? I do actually need to put into over here. It's like 10 the time? What? X. Lengths and steps. And then I also want all lengths and steps. Like that. Yeah. I mean, I had the joy of remembering no more school more times. Jojo. Alright, what are these? Unused, aren't they? Yeah, these are all unused. So why do I have them here? Why do I define them if I don't use them? Like, what's the point? I'm gonna get rid of those. I don't need them. You tried to switch before realizing it. I haven't done that. I've done that, like, for work when I didn't realize that I had, like, a day off. Like, I drive to work on whatever holiday, not realizing that it's the holiday, and the parking lot's empty, and it's like, oh, guess I shouldn't be here today. And I just turn around and go home. That's happened more times than I care to admit. Yeah. I'm not used to having, like, days off that are holidays. Because most of my jobs have been, like, hourly, right? Service-type jobs, like, field tech or, you know, freaking Panera or whatever. So if you asked if, like, you had a holiday off, they laughed at you. Or in the case of the field tech, you wanted to work the holidays, because you got, like, I got, like, double time and a half. So it's a weird feeling having holidays off now. Yeah. Same thing with weekends. Like, I never used to have weekends and holidays off. It's just weird. Time off work is your holiday. Yeah. I did that. I took a couple times going to school. I would take a right. I should take a left on the highway. 10 hours today. That's a long day. That is a long day. What are these? These aren't going to work. Each macro is going to be different length. Yeah, so I'm going to get rid of that. Instrument ID. Do I use that? I do, actually. Yes. Okay, so we're going to keep that then. Instrument ID needs to stay. Yeah. Everything else is handled with pointers. Actually, is this loaded anywhere? Hang on. Load X. Yeah, okay. And then loads the... Oh, right. So I need to reload the instrument on every time. I don't want to keep looking that up every single time. Or I can't really look up the ID every single time, you know? Because I wouldn't have the yeah, something I need to keep track of. Left around 5:40 today and got there around 6:30-ish. Goodness gracious. Now what I want for myself is the afternoons. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, load instrument, we're back over here. Okay, so now we need to load up the length and set the steps to 0. Load the pointer. So load up the sound pointer ARP macro at X, because X is the channel offset, which is the indexing to this guy up here, that pointer table. And we're going to store that into instrument ARP lengths at Y. Load A to be 0 and store that into the steps at Y. Load the macro length and reset steps. I also make the 3 pots of coffee in the morning, and I don't drink coffee. Why don't you drink coffee? I drink coffee like every single day. I can't not drink coffee anymore. Alright, so I got the steps. What else do I need? Is that it? Yeah, because that, alright, that is it, because it's just, or no, hang on. I need to increment it. Where's the increment? This guy. Paste that there. Or no. Put that down here. Is it still at X? Yes, still at X. Okay. And then down for here, for the Get Real channel, it still has Y as the channel ID. Okay. Okay. I don't need to drink coffee, though I do make a nice batch of hot cocoa creamer. I don't usually put anything in my hot chocolate. I should just take it straight. I even hate like the hot chocolate that comes with the like the marshmallows in it. I can't stand that. With the milk. Yeah, I'm not much of a milk person. I don't really like drinking milk. I don't know. Okay. Increment the pointer past the length, and then do the other things. Okay. Like my hot chocolate with just water. Yeah. Yeah. Just to boil the water. But then again, I guess, if you substitute out the water for milk, that's a different story. Can't stand the smell of heated milk? Yeah, I could see that. I could certainly see that. Yeah. Alright, so for these guys, I think I can just load some... Wait, what? Masks at X. What is it? Huh? Update masks. That's this guy here. I'm gonna want to update all that stuff though, aren't I? So why do I have a lookup table? Why not just like... Well, why not just do this instead? One's there. Get rid of that. One's there. Get rid of those. Pulse 1. Pulse 2. Watch us break like everything. Now that. Try to do X. It doesn't need to go to X, I could just use Y. Y, and then Y, and then Y. Whoops. Again, I'm just going to use Y here. And that's that, right? Yeah. I think so. What am I in here? Load instrument. What was that before? Load note? What is this? That is load note. Got it. Okay. What's that channel for work has all these non-Pepe animations. Oh yeah, the standard like Unicode emotes. They're yeah. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Why they're not the standard ones, but they're they're all custom, but they're different. Sounds to me like you gotta add some. Get adding, come on, chop chop. All right, so let's see if this broke anything. It might. 20 parrots. Why parrots? So this might actually break like everything. Let's find out. That's what you're doing now. Alright. Let's see how much of this stuff broke. Because there's a good chance everything died now. Oh, I gotta reload that. Yeah, there's Magic's code in the glasses for that guy. Okay. Oh, I hit select again. Okay. That broke. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot I added this to get. Whoops. Well. Really? Screwing with this broke everything. Why though? Did it just not? More enjoy the paint. You know, it just needs to warm up a bit. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. All right, so let's just break on that. Let's just draw a breakpoint there and see what the values actually are. Load note. Yeah. Okay. what do we have? Y is 0. Cool. So it should grab the first one. So yeah, loading up. Why are the flags D0 already? Or is he 0D? I mean, whatever. We're gonna be updating anyway. Look, it needs to warm up a bit. Appliances, speakers, my TV. Not music code. Please let me eat this apple. What? Apples? What? Yeah, so that still ORs it with that. Why did I increment X twice? Oh. It's just... What? Wait, what? Hold on, hang on, what? Oh, cause yeah, no, we're just gonna remove all that crap and just do this. Just do that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just I forgot to remove some things. So it ordered some weird crap in there, I guess. I don't know. Is this gonna fix it? I doubt it, but what do you mean nothing to do? What do you mean nothing to do for main or default? There we go. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? Alright, I kind of wondering about the bad apple for the Apple II now. Oh, yeah, it absolutely does exist. The Golden Apple Core, which is a Discordian thing. Alright. Load the flags. Load the or it with the update mask. Still D. Okay. Store that into some post flags. Fine. Next time around, Y is 1. It's already DD though. Probably because that's set in load instrument, isn't it? Isn't it? Find occurrences. JSR. Load instrument. Probably. Macro. Yeah, it's already done in the load instrument. So I don't even need to do it there. Yeah, that's the volume mask. Or that's the mask there. And then more mask, and then more mask. So why bother in the note? Why bother in the note? Because the instrument is the one that really dictates all that stuff. It's just that when I play the note, I need to reset the instrument. That's really... I need to find out what the note actually is, too. Does streaming elements link to Discord whenever it is mentioned, or does it do it? It's on a timer. It's on a timer. Of the 139 custom emojis added to the channel, let's call Bob, boss's boss. Well, he added 135 of those, which you have to do one at a time, even though we could have had Slack. We had to wait for them to finish this useless bot now. What? 135 one at a time. Goodness. Yeah. Yeah, it's one thing to add like 5, it's another to add 100. And 14 parody emotes. Maybe he has nothing better to do between like planning meetings or something. I don't know. Alright, so all these flag things I don't care about at all, do I? This happens outside of a check. Uh-oh. This sets it for the pulse channel regardless of... regardless of what channel it actually is. Alright. Post time high, no, it's hard, but okay. Triangle counter. Okay. So that might be why the, what's it? The pulse channels were sounding a little awkward. Maybe. Maybe? Wait, pulse. Hold up. No. No, it's high, but... Four. Still don't have a sip though. Hang on. Load channel ID, pulse timer high at Y. Wait a minute. This is just all over the place. Goodness gracious. How did this work in the first place? Alright. A holds the note, Y holds the channel ID. Fine. Save the channel stuff for later. Store Y in the channel. Channel ID. Fine. Save the note ID for later. I don't think I'm going to be saving that though. But I don't think I'm going to be reading that rather. Am I? Because I mean, I have the notes high and low byte. I have these guys, which I think I'm going to use instead of this, so I don't have to look up the notes every time on the arpeggio. Right? Like, let me clarify actually. For the arpeggio, do I want that incremented in full notes, or do I want that incremented for values? I don't know. I don't know. So write a bot for that, Jojo. Come on. You're not thinking outside the box here. Which one of those for, right? Yeah, there you go. Had a bulk upload custom Slack emoji. Just... oh, thanks. Alright. So yeah, is the arpeggio here, is that a full note, or... or is this just the actual value written to the register? Because like I didn't want to do that one or whatever. Notes, no table. So for the low octaves here, so A1 or AB and whatever, there's a bunch of values between each of these notes, right? So do I want to like increment just that value, like just that byte, for instance, down here, or do I want to actually increment the index on the channel, or the index on the note, which at a certain point will overlap. Like over here. Arpeggio is a note pitch, so yeah, so index. All right. Okay. So then I will have to look up the note itself every time. In which case, I might just move this stuff to the arpeggio code. Meaning, like, I'll just load up the note here and set that into, you know, notes.whatever. Notes at Y. not worry about any of the higher low bytes or what like actual channel it goes to, like timer or the pulses or the triangle or whatever, and deal with that over when I do the arpeggio stuff. Which should be somewhere here, right? So if there is no arpeggio for that channel, I would just look up the note, and I would look up the note without changing the index at all. But if there is an arpeggio macro, I would look up the note, apply the arpeggio delta to it, and then look up the actual value for that note. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Which means this stuff doesn't happen here. Like at all. That goes there. Kind of. Oh, hi, by the way. I don't think I said hi to you. You're there's like 2 colors in chat. So I don't always wonder. I don't always notice when people show up. But Sakana, hi, how you doing? Sakanakao. I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, green and purple. I mean, there was some red and off-white before, but you know, they're off doing other things now, I guess. Okay, so for this, I need the. There's gonna be a loop for each channel, actually. So load Y 0. Channel ID. Loop. Increment Y. Compare Y to like 5? No, 4. Branch not equal to loop. Loop. No, all the way back, just about. Okay, so first we need to load up the notes at Y. Also, why does that happen there? That should not be happening on a bare word like that. That should only be happening in like a comment like that. What gives? Does? Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, I need to fix my syntax highlighting code apparently. Yeah, load up the notes, and then we're gonna hang on. Because I need to check if there actually is an arpeggio. And it's going to work a little bit differently than the volume. What was that? Because for the volume, it just doesn't process after however long, right? But for the arpeggio, I would still need to. Actually, no, I wouldn't need to rewrite that note. Because it'll just stay there on whatever value it ended on. Alright. But wait, if I want to just write the note here, whether regardless of there being what's it? any changes, or like a new note, for instance. So you know what? Yeah, okay. Let's undo some stuff. And put that back to where it was, like that. Okay. Look at Y, compare Y, C, P, P, Y, 2, 4, branch not equal to loop. Okay. Two things. Don't want to add my stuff. Why, you don't want them to know? Gotta keep your power level hidden, is that what it is? Or you just don't want them using them. Is that what it is? Alright. Okay, so we're gonna grab this, which is the checking for the volume macro length. We're gonna copy that and modify a little bit. Check length of. Oh, that worked. Of the macro. Loop next is there. Okay, not volume. We want ARP. Like that. Okay. And if it is time, we're just going to load up notes at Y. And I can do an add carry, can't I? Add carry. Or, oh, excuse me. Clear carry first. Oh, I've got all the modes. Beautiful. Add carry, something. Sound pointer ARP macro at X. Yeah. And store that into temp X for now. Wait, you know what? Let's use X as the yeah, X as the no. Y as the index. Y is the index. X is going to be the offset. Transfer Y to A, ASL A, transfer A to X. Channel ID to offset. Word offset. There we go. So now we have the word offset in X over here, so we can use that in the lookup table, or the pointer table here. Yeah. So that loads up the note. Oh. This loads up the original note. Adds the arpeggio value to it. And stores that into tempx for now. Can I do this? Oh wait, no. Increment. I don't need the index thing. So I don't want to try and increment the macro value. I need to increment the macro pointer. The pointer. Right. And I need to look up the instrument. Or the instrument, the note itself. Store X into temp chan offset. Store Y into temp chan ID. Oops. Like that. Because down here somewhere, loading up the note table at X. Wait. And carry that. Transfer A to X. Load note and apply arpeggio delta. Right. So now in X has the new note ID. So now we need to load up the new note. Notes. Low. Oops. Low byte at Y. What is Y supposed to be? Channel ID? Oh, wait, I don't care about this table at all. Do I? Hello from Argentina. Hello, how you doing? Kasakarov? Am I saying that right? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. How's your day going? Or evening, whichever it is for you. I think it's evening. Right? Yeah, roughly. But for SQL and Visual Basics plus that's not bad. Oh, alright, that's fine. Yeah, for a day job, I work in C# and a little bit of VB.NET and SQL. But yeah, welcome. All right, so why do I bother with the low note here? Like really, why do I bother with this? Oh, oops. I don't want to. I want to copy that. I don't want to cut it. Okay, so Y is never touched, so I don't need to store it really. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate that. So we load up the note, and we store that into pulse 1 timer low. I guess. At Y. Then grab that. Load up the note table. Actually, there's the alert. Thank you again for that. Load up, pulse 1 timer high at Y, and it with F8 to chop off the lower 3 bits to clear those bits out. The higher bits we need to keep because they are something else. They are not the note. They are... what are they? I forget. It's probably important. Length counter load. Right. I don't want to touch that. Or... that plus 1, and I store it back into the timer high. Store that back there. Okay. Now, for the triangle, it's the same thing. Triangle is the exact same thing. For the noise, however, it's different. it's very different. But the noise channel can still use the arpeggio. Like if I mute that channel, yeah. Yeah, it can still use the arpeggio. But the problem there is, it goes into a different register, and it's a different value entirely. So we need to see if it's a noise channel. Yeah. We need to see if it's a noise channel. Do I store the noise value? Ah! Dark Plague Doctor, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for that raid. Wrong stream. Hey, how are you guys doing? What were you streaming tonight? Rux, how you doing? Rux Musu? I don't know how to say your full name, but hello. How you doing? Ed Dillinger, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Rux is fine. Okay. All right. But yeah, welcome, guys. I am writing a NES game that I think is currently broken. Well, the sound is broken. Well, there it goes. I didn't write this music, by the way. I'm just writing the engine to play it back. It's broken though. It's broken though. So we're gonna reset that. Yeah, it's broken. Yeah. But this is the game I've been working on for a while. Since like October of last year. So to run, I've got to yeah, no worries, no worries. We were assembling a 3D printer, but ended up having a broken part. Oh no, got to run a good replacement. All right, well, good luck. Good luck. Thanks again for the raid. Appreciate it. But yeah, so for everyone else that just stopped by, this is the game I'm working on. It's a infinite runner. So if you've ever like not had internet and started up Google Chrome and got that like T-Rex runner game, that's basically this, but on the NES. I notice now that it's got the volume macro going on the guy. Was that working? I don't think that was working before. Like it was just a solid beep, I think. But yeah, so this is what I'm working on. It's a infinitely generating map based on that level seed at the bottom there. And I wrote it entirely in 6502 Assembly. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Normally we go in the other direction though, wouldn't it? For an actual note? But I think for the jump that actually works. I might change a little bit, but I'll wait until the arpeggio gets in there. Still doesn't say, yeah, right, because I don't have the arpeggio. I don't have the note change, which is come on, give me one of these guys. Which is one of these like this. That. Alright, let me pause so you can actually hear it. So it like that. So I don't have this implemented yet. Do so much stuff in university. Welcome, how you doing? Classy Walrus? What Walrus? Classy Walrus. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I have a lot of fun with assembly. A lot of fun with it. But yes, this is my game. I've been working on it for a long while. The only thing I haven't done myself are a few of the graphics. So let's see if we can get all of them on screen here. Where are they? Of course, when I want them all on screen, they're not, and vice versa. When I don't want them all on screen, they're all on screen. Come on. Really? Really? Is there no... Oh, well, there we go. Really? Really? So barren when I... Whenever I want to, like, see certain things on screen, it just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. What gives? Well, there we go. Anyway, so there's like three assets that I didn't draw. Oh, there's another one of them. Oh, okay, I missed it. There we go. So the player sprite I did not draw. The fire garbage can I didn't draw, and the truck I didn't draw. Everything else I did by hand. Did I make that? Oh, I actually made that. Oh, I didn't make that though. All right. And like 90% on stream as well. But yeah, so it's all seed based, so you can enter in like a new seed and, you know, try a level again or try a random level or whatnot. And it also keeps track of your high scores for given seeds. There isn't because he doesn't stream, so I mean, it'd be linking to a channel that doesn't do anything. Yeah, I'm sure he has some like ArtStation stuff, but I don't know. But yeah, so that's what I've been working on, and the credits up there is this screen right here, and that's basically everybody that's supported me on Twitch during this project. So the white names are tier 1 subs, the purple names you'll see in a second here are tier 2 subs, and those rainbow names are tier 3 subs. So yeah, I mean, I could, yeah, I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's a thing I could do, I suppose. But anyway, so tonight I'm working on getting some sound engine stuff working, or fixed, because like I don't know what I'm doing there. So yeah, that's what I need to do tonight. Right, noise amplifier, no, it's load noise something or other, isn't it? Noise note or something. Decode noise, that's what it is. Okay. This just straight up writes the note. It doesn't bother writing a value anywhere else. I mean, whatever. We can still just handle with that noise period, and we're also going to store that into notes at Y. Yeah. The Trixon, how you doing? Black names are soon to be subs, right? There you go. You got the idea. See, everything else in this table is going to be like a note index, but for the noise channel, and only for the noise channel, it's going to be the actual value that's going to be written. So I need to figure out if that's the real noise channel that I have, right? Yeah. Thank you for that follow. Appreciate that. So I think I can just like compare it to a single value, compare it to 3, and if the channel is 3, it's the noise channel. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think. Maybe. Yeah, otherwise I'd have to move this like up here to figure out if it's the noise channel. So I'd store Y, temp Y, JSR there. There's the alert. Thank you again for that. Compare Y to 3, branch on equal to its noise, and then load Y, temp Y, load that back up so I can get the correct thing for the, let's just do it this way, screw it. Yeah. It's noise. Just like that. Let's all come back to this. Not that it's actually going to be used, but whatever. Alright. And I will need this again. What was it, down here? Down here somewhere. Yeah. Alright, so this loads the note index as the delta to the index. This is the new note ID, right? Looks up the note ID, looks at the real note, stores it in the actual values. This one loads up the values, ors it, clears a few bits, ors the new note onto it, and then resaves it, and increments the macro. This I will also need somewhere else, right? No, let's just put this up here. Wait. Yes. Put that up there. I will also need that down here. Actually, hang on. This I can put up here. I can put that above that. Because node ID or not, it's still the same. We're still doing the same thing to it, regardless if it's noise or not. It's just that down here is where I actually save the stuff, right? Yeah. Yeah. And it with 0f TM. Oh, I think I got rid of it anyway. Yeah, yeah, misspellings. Woo! It would have yelled at me anyway, so whatever. Don't need to store Y. Yeah, I just need to. All right, so I think this is gonna work. Again, for the high bits, keep the high bits of the register. Note high bits. Like that. Noise is just, I can't spell tonight, holy crap. There we go. Noise is just a value. Value, not a note. Will this work? I don't know. I mean, I hope it will. Temp chan offset. I don't need that anywhere else in there, do I? So why do I store it? Yeah, okay. Beta X, so that has the offset, the word offset for the channel, and then I don't need that anymore. Because then I'm just loading up the channel stuff, channel specific stuff. Okay. I also need to increment the steps. Increment the steps. Right. No, where's the other run? Here. Why do I increment that way down there? Where do I increment the other ones? Hang on. Yeah, like why? Why actually? So the noise one, like the steps are never incremented. Oh, that's probably why the noise sounds a little weird. Yeah. Triangles. Is this? Wait, hang on. Wait a minute. Envelope loop. Okay, so the pointer channel ID stuff. Why do I load into both? X. Where's X? Put X is 2. Why though? Oh right, because Y is the real channel ID, where X is the incoming channel ID. Or yeah. Okay. That's why. Yeah. Where did 2 not triangle? Okay. Sunshine, noise flags. What noise? Yeah, alright. Gonna play some Peace Saber. Alright. You enjoy, JoJo. Thanks for stopping by, appreciate it. Alright, let's see what this does. And it doesn't. Legal addressing mode. 330. What? Oh, that needs to be at X. That needs to be at X. And I clobber X right after that, so you know what? Whatever, that's fine. Transfer A to Y to A. Transfer A to X. That's fine. Can I not index increment? Operation at X. Or operator at X. Absolute X. Did I not save? Because I didn't change that to X. That's why. Pulse timer high. Pulse 1 plus. Wow. This is like the most freaking spelling mistakes I've had on stream in a while, I think. There we go. Alright. Wow. Alright, what does this sound like? Let's find out. That was wrong on so many levels. So many levels of wrong. It's a modern interpretation, all right. God. All right, let's comment out the run arpeggio macro for now, and us isolate make sure I didn't break this one, essentially. That's what I need to essentially do. Make sure I didn't break anything. Okay. I did. I broke something. Somehow. Thank you for that file. Appreciate that. Alright, so let's open up this guy here. I know this is a little smaller than usual, but I'm just gonna keep it this way for now. We need to go down to the music data portion. What is all this? Jump frame, no. Metatile stuff. Why is this never used? Is that guy never used? Whatever. I'm not bothering with that right now. Wait, where's the... Where's the audio data? Oh, this is the game page. This isn't down here is everything else. This is where the reset is. This is the fixed bank here. Got it. Yeah, you were supposed to be on Beat Saber. What gives? Glad I left the stream on for long enough for this masterpiece. Thank you for that, Jojo. Thank you. Game state in that. Oh, the game state stuff. What are all these? Oh, the other. Right, the other game states. Duh. Some text stuff. These are never used anymore, are they? Title data. Oh, background. These are never used anymore. That's some stuff I gotta clean up. Wow, alright, well. Animize subhandler. Animize subhandlers? Frame subhandlers. Those aren't used. Wow. I don't think they're used anyway. Yeah, because I changed that like a long while ago. Takes time to shut down. Scores background stuff. Yeah, that's still gonna be used, I think. Oh, this is all seed stuff. Alright. Well. Take sprite. Seed box, attribute stuff. Sound in it. Alright, so here's the sound data, the sound stuff. All this. Goodness gracious. So yeah, so from here to here's all credit stuff. But from here to here is all the sound stuff. What's this one? Utility stuff and seed stuff? Yeah, seed stuff is over here. And it's seed. That's all seed stuff, so that's teeny tiny. Reset and frame and animize stuff up here. So yeah, the sound engine is one of the largest pieces of this code base. It's got a lot of data to it. Goodness gracious. It has more code than the how much is this? 881 for credits versus 914. Okay, so it's still not as much as the general frame stuff and mapper stuff. How about Okay, the game code is bigger. Down there, what's all this? Dead end? Yeah. Game code is like twice the size of that, just about. Okay. Alright. It's still getting close, but not that close to size, you know? The game code is still actually bigger. I spent 34 hours learning some C#. I'm gonna have to bed now. Take care, everyone. Alright, Vital, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. Alright, so pattern 4.3. Let's. No, I want the. Wait. Why is that never read? Hang on. What? Wait a minute. Pattern 4, channel 3. Where's the data? The last one. The first byte is never read. Okay. Somehow. It never sets the instrument for the noise channel the first time around. That's cool. So I guess the decode noise is broken. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is never read. Huh? Let me make this a little bigger, actually. There it goes. So I can tell if it's red or not by the color of the actual data here. So the blue means it's data. The green means it's code. The pink means it's a label of some sort, right? But for the text itself, if it's black, it means it's been read at some point or executed, or it's been read at some point. If it's gray, however, it means it's not been read. It's like all this stuff here, I never touched this memory. That has never been read, which is fine because that's out in the middle of nowhere. But like the 1 byte in these sequences, those should be read, but they're not. So that's concerning. And like the single byte through here that have been read, like what is going on here? Sequence A. But that's 3 bytes in there that have been read, but none of the others. And that's a play note, so it plays that one. And this one, if it's reading the next one, like as an opcode, that's wrong, because that's not an opcode. Yes, I can tell it was red or not by the color. What is this? This is the note table, so this one is going to be spotty, because this is I'm only looking up the notes that are used, and that holds all the possible notes, which is fine. Look up instruments. I guess only some of that's going to be used. The last two are the jump instruments, which have not been read this since the last power cycle, so that's fine. Instrument voice, instrument lead, instrument percussion. Okay. Sound effect instrument unread, but some of those are read. That's not right. So those 2 bytes should not have been read anywhere, but they were. The other sound effect instrument, which is unread, which is fine. Macros for the volume. Right, this last one is the again the sound effect volume, I think. Because we got one, two, maybe, I don't know. Arpeggio, macros arpeggio. Thank you for that file, appreciate that. Okay, so the first macro is red. Wait, why though? Why was the macro? It shouldn't have been red. It's on the title screen. None of the instruments in the actual sound, the actual audio, the music, have arpeggio at all. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna slow it way down. 3%. I don't know why it's clicking there. You can hear that, right? Okay, maybe not that slow then. Oh. Okay. Oh, select is start, that's why. Oh, here's a red somewhere already. Hmm. Okay. And that's probably why the noise sounds wrong, because it jumps over a few things. It desynchronizes because it misses a few notes. Ah! Pocket Watch! How you guys doing? Holy crap. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yo! Hello, hello. What were you working on tonight? I'm doing good. I'm good, doing good. Thanks for asking. I'm working on my NES game. I'll just show it off again here. So I'm currently working on fixing the broken audio engine that I wrote. Because apparently I don't understand audio engines. So, you know, there's that. Yeah, so this is the game I've been working on since like October or so. On the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System. So it's just an infinite runner. The further you get, the more or the higher your score. And everything's randomly generated based on the seed at the bottom there. Yeah, and it's all written entirely by hand in 6502 Assembly. But welcome guys. What were you working on tonight? Were you programming something or playing a game or what? Starting that. Give us your bits. Jesse, how you doing? Welcome. Variety of tasks today. All right. Let's see. Video size 2x. Mostly gameplay code. Okay. Some design, some AI. Nice. Yeah, I've been thinking of putting some AI, if you want to call it that, like a computer player kind of for like a demo, like a tracked mode, if you will, for this. Haven't got around to it yet. I should probably do that soon, but it would help with debugging, so it like automatically jumps over things, so it can just see how far it gets and whatnot. But one of these days, maybe. But yeah, so right now I'm actually trying to figure out why my sound is broken, and like why it's skipping over certain things and whatnot. Like what is this? Hang on, sequence A. Why is it reading that one byte in the middle of nowhere? It shouldn't be reading a single byte in the middle of nowhere. So let's add a breakpoint on the read of that. Back over here, reset. All right. What? Sound pointer instrument. Isn't anything. That pointer isn't initialized to anything. And X is 8. What? So why is it reading that value then? Why is it reading out into at address D9DC? Did it overflow? What was it before? At X. Wait. This is the eighth instrument. So +8, or not 8th, but the 4th instrument. That's not a plus sign. plus, please and thank you. D8, D8. Okay. D8, D8 is where? Where is that? That's up here. D8, D8. Or DB, DB rather. Right? D8, DB. It's close. Brewing Cheese, how you doing? Just trying to make sure you won't use that deprecated language. Which one is this now? Is that Java or is that C or something? Which one is it? I don't remember. Alright, okay. Increment the pointer by 1. Branch on carry clip. What? I need to clear the carry then. Before I increment, right? Freaking, you know, increment or just not that one, not that one. Really? Where is it? Actually, can I just... There. New tab, please. Increment memory by 1. This instruction adds 1 to the contents of the address memory location. The increment memory instruction does not affect any internal registers and does not affect the carry or overflow flags. Oh. That's the wrong branch then. That's the wrong branch. What kanji is that? Where is that actually? What is that in? Load instrument. Load instrument's broken. Here. Branch on equal. Because if I increment and it rolls around, it'll be 0. Yeah. At that point is when I need to... Yeah. Greetings! How you doing, Fetty? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. How you been? How's your night? Okay. Okay. So we're going to try again, and we're going to, again, watch the data here. Move this over there. Good to be here. Glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Alright, so we're going to pause that music real quick so I can hear what's going on. Excuse me. Did it do it again? CPU break on read D9 DC. D9 DC over here. No, D9 CD. This one. Why again? D9 DC. Why again? Okay, we're gonna back up a little bit. Just tuning in. Can you update what we're doing? Yeah, so I am trying to debug my sound engine for my game that I'm working on here. So I've got a different emulator over here, so I don't screw with the state I'm debugging in. But yeah, so this is just an Infinite Runner game that I've you can still kind of hear it. That I've been writing for quite a while, since like October of last year. Yeah, so I've written this pretty much entirely in 6502 assembly. And I've written some helper programs here and there to like convert images and things for me. But yeah, so you'll notice that Well, if I hit pause real quick and turn up the volume on this guy. Sound. Turn up a little bit there. Oh, shoot. Well, there's that. I hit the wrong button. I hit select, which is a debugging keybind I have. There it is. Okay. Yeah, so I'm working on getting an audio engine that works and is not as buggy. But it's a slow process. I've been working on the audio engine for like a month now, I think. But yeah, so it's, you know, you just the longer you run, the more points you get. And everything's based or generated on a seed that you can, you know, randomly generate or set yourself. Yeah, it keeps track of your high scores, score and a seed, so you can like retry the seed or whatever if you want. And these names here are everyone that's supported me on Twitch during the life cycle of the project. So yeah, what I'm trying to figure out. Oops, here is why it's reading seemingly random addresses in memory when it shouldn't be. So yeah, volume steps. Okay, so this is a reset. Wait a minute. Hold up. No, that's starting a new thing. Sound point instrument at X is 8. D8 dB. That's here. Fine. Increment 1, that means I should be reading this value right here, D8DC, which is what I'm doing here. Incrementing. I need a branch on not equal. Branch on not equal. Otherwise, it always increments that one, which is why it's reading somewhere bizarre. Branch on not equal. If I can get my rollover code working correctly, that'd be nice. Let's try that again. Okay. Open this guy up. Over here, and we're going to watch the data again. Okay. Now let's try the demo song. What happened here? Sound macros percussion is skipping every other value. So I increment that once too many. All right, so I somehow it actually hits the end there properly, I think, and ends the macro. That ain't right though. All right, so arpeggio stuff here. Where's the increment thing? Because I did an increment not for this guy, but for run volume macro, I think. Volume envelope. Not noise. Noise, no. Where's the noise? This one here. But that, not triangle, is jump to from here. And the steps are never updated anywhere else. So how is it actually incrementing the steps on the thing? Because it falls through. Oh my goodness, it falls through. Okay, that would make sense why the noise channel doesn't, or the pulse channel doesn't sound right either. Move next. And I do it up here too. Holy crap! God, no wonder everything sounds terrible. All right. Pro tip, exit the loop, or go to the next thing when you're done with the thing you're doing. Alright, so now... Why is the noise freaking out? The triangle freaking out. What? Oh, just because I need to reload it. It's still freaking out. The triangle channel should not be freaking out. Why is it turning on and off? Is it reading anything? No. Why is it turning on and off? What is this? Oh my goodness. Well, let's see what happens when I hit select here, which starts the music. Wow, okay. Well, that didn't work. It's not reading all the data, number one. Oh, that was a breakpoint. That was a breakpoint. That's why. I mean, I think that works. Let's reload. I'm not hearing any of the noise. I'm not hearing any of the noise. The noise died. Why did the noise die? Oh, well. This right here is number one. And that's why it was doing a double, by the way, because I was incrementing it here and it was falling through and incrementing it again over here. Yeah, okay. Probably, I don't know. This macro's never read. Never read, but the note data for it is read. Huh. It's never setting the flags entirely. It's setting every once in a while, but not. It's not. Cult of Rick, how you doing? Good morning. So I keep just like breaking this in so many ways. Noise. Oh, well, this needs to be that one, and let's just throw all the noise stuff at it. Why not? Why not? Let's throw all the noise data channels at it. Register channels. Now, what does it sound like? Didn't help. Right, buffers and channel noise. Yeah, noise isn't. Well, no, hang on. The noise flags are set. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Triangle stuff. Triangle counter linear. Hang on. Triangle noise. Bam. Noise volume. 0. Envelope volume. Why? Noise envelope volume is 0. So that's. Wait a minute. This is just the flags, not the data. Is that because I do? No. Okay, well. Well, no, I set the data there, though. Not triangle over here. Okay. You know what? All right. So when I remove the fault when I put this jump in here to loop next, so it no longer fell through, it never updated the data in the volume register, or the volume variable that eventually, or the volume buffer rather. But the side effect of that falling through was it also wrote the pulse wave flags when it shouldn't have for the noise channel. So hopefully moving setting the flags up here, hopefully that fixes it. Hopefully that fixes it. Okay. All right, so we're gonna pause this music again. For here. Oh, I don't want that. I hear noise already. I shouldn't be hearing noise. Do you hear that? I can't actually turn that off. My dexterity has gone up so much since the first few streams. I guess that's a good thing. You mean like my ability to read assembly? It's very low. Let me see if I can turn it up a little bit. Hang on. Oh yeah, you can barely even see it on the thing. How about now? You can kind of hear that. You almost hear that. Versus yeah, so I don't know why it's doing that, but yeah, your assembly and toolchain dexterity. Ah, well, thank you. The experience you mature just showing. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've also been doing a lot of reverse engineering for this guy right here, the study box. So this has helped a lot with reading assembly and understanding what is happening with the assembly. Not just understanding like, oh yeah, that's loading something into X or whatever, but more like, oh yeah, that's a pointer to like tile data. That's what that is over there. And oh, they're incrementing it like this because of this reason over here. So yeah, this actually helped out a lot, I think. Trying to reverse engineer this guy. By the way, some of the things that they do with this is horribly inefficient. Like, holy crap! There's an error screen on this guy. So this thing takes an extra power supply, right? This plugs into the top of the Famicom, and it takes an extra power supply because it's got like a motor in it to run the tape drive or whatever. So if this isn't plugged in, right, it can't run the motor. So there's an error screen that, funnily enough, is never loaded or is never triggered on this device because it doesn't send the right signal when it's not plugged in. But there's an error screen on here that's a two-screen error screen. One screen of it is on the first name table, so it's on this half over here. And that's the, hey, you haven't plugged anything in, look at the manual, right? It's a bunch of text in Japanese, of course, that says that. It's basically, it says, plug it in, stupid. And then it switches to the second name table over here, and has a picture of the back end of the Famicom with everything plugged in, you know, how it's supposed to be plugged in or whatever. So I think it was actually disabled, by the way, on this model, because the model that they showed on the screen has different plugs on the back of the stupid thing. But yeah, so for that error message, it like bounces back between the two screens, right? Shows one for a few seconds, shows the other for a few seconds, and then switches back and forth. And the only way to get rid of it is to reset the system. But it redraws each screen every time it needs to show it. It redraws all the tiles, and then it reloads all the patterns into the pattern tables. And like the way it does it is so horribly inefficient, and it causes so many screen artifacts on like across like 2 frames, I think. It just looks so sloppy. so sloppy. But yeah, it's like sometimes it'll have like byte saving whatever, right? So load Y with 0. Okay, that clears some registers, right? For instance, it clears out, or it sets rather the 0 flag, right? It'll set this flag over here, the 0 flag. So then right after it loads that, it does a branch on equal, branch on 0, essentially, to somewhere else. It's a jump relative, essentially, is what that is. And then they do use Y or whatever. So it's not like a wasted cycles on loading Y or anything like that, because they do use it right after that branch. So cool, they're saving a byte there, and you know, neat. But in other places, they're like, okay, we're gonna load this variable. We're gonna load it, and this is the variable to like what we last wrote into one of the PPU registers, right? Like the mask register, I think this one was. So we're going to load that up, but we want to mask it to be something different. So we're going to mask it with FF. Just ANDing it with FF. So it doesn't change anything. It's just nothing. It stores it into the variable again, and the register it needed to store it into. So okay, so what does ANDing do? It does set some flags, like if it's equal, or if it's equal to 0, or if some bits are set, it sets the carrier or whatever flags. So okay, well maybe it's using those like right after that. No, because right after that it loads an immediate value into X and into Y, which also clobber those two statuses. So it's just like, wait a minute, hang on, why are you loading this variable, ANDing it with FF, which does nothing, and then saving it again? That's so much like wasted space on the ROM and wasted cycles. What? What? Yeah. I could go on and on and on about the study box and how bizarre some of it is, but yeah. I've started to actually map out the data in it, by the way, Bridgewater. Specifically, the one I was doing the other day was obviously the error screen, and how all the data is in the ROM itself. And I found out, let me actually just open it up here with this program. Does it do like a? I wonder if it does a recent files. Nope. Okay. Well, not that one. Where is it? NES study box ROMs. That guy. Down to, it's like the, is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. So yeah, so it looks like, you know, oh, this might be, you know, a 1 byte per pixel thing or whatever. No, it's just not aligned to correctly. It's off by 8 bytes or whatever. My study box doesn't want to play tapes at all. Just no, that sucks. Is it belt related, or is it just like the motor shot or something like that? Do you need to like break out the solder iron? Because that sucks. But yeah, so this screen right here, from like, where is it? From here, I think, or here. From here to like that one right there, is the text error screen of, hey, plug the stupid thing in, right? And then it's got some tile data somewhere, or the character data ends there, and then it's got the tile data, uncompressed tile data for this thing, like just sequential, no run length encoding or whatever, and there's a lot of repeated tiles. It doesn't you know, do any kind of run length compression or anything like that. And then it's got the other half of the error screen. So it's got the patterns again down to like here, and this is the picture of the NES. You can kind of almost see it. You can almost see it there. Almost, not quite, but it's there. And then again, it's got the tile the tile data after that for the name tables. It's just so like bizarre and like inefficient. Like I would, if I were running that exact same screen, I would do it completely differently. Given the identical hardware, I would do it completely differently. Hoping for belt related, but still have more diagnosis to be done. Also, just replacing the belts will probably require the soldering iron. Really? That sucks. Like you can't, like there's screws in this guy in you know, the little panel right here. So if you take that up, you don't get access to the belts. Like they're still further down, or do you need to like desolder the motor from the border or something like that to get to the belts? So it's on that side. That sucks though. There it goes. But yeah. At least another layer, yeah. Well, but yeah. So that study box ROM is very interesting, very interesting. But it's just staring at that code has made me like really understand better assembly and how it all works together. Because I'm you know, trying to figure out what this really poorly written code is trying to do. What it doesn't actually do, you know? So, yeah. Anyway. At least the board marks out the connections for the motor. That is nice. Those are the yellow and black, the key and kuro. Though I don't know what signaling it's using to allow the motor to spin either way. Reverse engineer real bottom up logic design. Is good for that. Yeah. Or if there's something else in the drivetrain to cause that effect. It's possible. There are some mechanical gears in there, like the like you mentioned it the other day on Discord. If the motor runs one direction, one of the tape drive spindles goes, but if it runs in the other direction, the other spindle goes. So there's some gearing for that that controls that. There might be more gearing in there that could also be botched. Who knows? Who knows? I haven't dug that deep into it, honestly, into the hardware itself. Okay, so let's reset again and jump down to the sound init. Okay, so we have nothing on. Cool. And we're gonna have a look at the APU viewer, and we're keeping an eye on the noise data over there. Now it will be enabled here in a second. Right there, it's enabled. Cool. But the volume should stay at 0 until we, hit select here, until we start up the music. Right, but that seems to be tied to which way the motor is running. Yeah. Are you just not getting like any activity on the tape itself? Like the motor doesn't even try, or does the motor try and the tape not move? Positive volume, right? That's the initial setup for that. Clear the buffers. Alright, well these are already clear, but we're going to clear them again. Because of reasons. Disable all the DMC stuff. Load up that for the beats. The SFX beat should be 0 though. That shouldn't matter too much because on the first frame it's going to reset that. At least it should. Alright, all this stuff gets reset. It's already 0, but we're going to reset it anyways, because screw it. Alright, do not skip NMI. Read the controllers. Oh, right, it's down here it happens. The sound frame. Jump to that. Okay. Now we're going into the sound frame itself. No buttons have been pressed, so we're going over here. Run the beat. A beat. SFX beat. Let's drop into this guy real quick. Why do I have breakpoints here like that? I shouldn't have any of those there. Like those are old breakpoints from a while back that are no longer being used. Get rid of that one. What was this one here? No idea. Alright. And, okay. Not active, so we didn't branch, so it does the thing. Right. Okay. RTS. Run volume envelope. Okay, so this is where things might go wonky. Volume lengths and steps. 0. Branch on minus. That's why. Okay, what if I just, like, initialize the steps to 1? What happens there? So each of these steps I'm going to initialize to 1, I think. Like that. I'm gonna move this guy back up here because whatever, doesn't matter. Okay. So that means none of the instruments should actually be doing anything when I first started up. And what do you know? None of them are. Jeez. That was a lot louder than I thought it would be. I apologize. I forgot to turn the volume back down. Still kind of loud. What is still oh boy. Okay. Volume of 1. Oh my goodness. 15 for the triangle? Really? Did it not, like, read all of it? What are the macros? Percussion, it read all of it. Oh, it's gonna be 15 because it's still 1 there. Yeah, okay. So let's just go to over here and not do the -1. Alright. What? Huh? You read past it. Why? Why? Brrr. Yeah. So it's either not reading far enough, I guess, or not, or too far, with no middle ground. All right. Well, let's undo. Whoop. Undo what I did there. Reload that. And slow it down a bunch. Speed, quarter, go over here, and let's watch the data. Percussion one never like really finishes before it gets to the next note. Wait. There. Oh, I just can't hear it until I speed it up. Because when I change the speed, apparently it changes the audio as well. Well, let's just add one to those guys like that. Let's just... I was having this trouble the other day as well, I think, wasn't I? Pretty sure I was. It's still there, so I didn't do anything. Alright. And it read all of it. It read all of them. Okay. Let's reset that. Edit breakpoint on read. Bam. All right. Read to 0. Cool. Where am I? It's Pulse Channel 1. Was that one of the ones that was buzzing? Yeah, okay, it was the two yeah, it was one of the ones that was buzzing. Okay. Start the volume there. Do one pulse volume at X. It's 11. Hold up. 11? No. It should be 0. Wait a minute. Duty volume. Or no, it should be 10, shouldn't it? It should be 10. Let's back up a little bit. Okay. So we're at the top. We're at the top of the macro. Store in X, fine. Transfer X to A. Things do nothing for the first channel because whatever. Zeros. Sound pointer volume macro at X. FA. This is the macro address. Why do I store it in temp address again? Oh, right. Again, because... yeah, I need to load at Y. Wait. Why do I need to load at Y? Hang on. Come on. This guy. Why do I need to load at Y? I'm loading a temp address and ending that with the volume. What? Hang on. What? Whoa. What? What? Huh? Again, I'm what? Storing. Oh dear. Oh, what in God's name? What? No. But no. Load A. No, actually, no. That stays there. What is Y here? Y is the real channel ID. No. What? Volume steps plus 2. What? That makes no sense. That makes no sense at all. So this right here is supposed to be loading up the actual value in the macro. Oh, you know, hang on. Let's remove that for now. Okay. No. No on that. And that, actually. Like that. Okay. Okay. So how about I load up the sound pointer vol macro at X. This is the actual value of the volume. That's an A now. Okay. Or why not just... Drop that there. Channel is on. Right, so we're gonna load up something and put it in the triangle counter. What are we loading up? FF. Grabbing this. Coming on here. No. Mooring that with pulse, 1, duty, volume, like that. So this loads up the macro volume, ORs that with the volume that's already there, but let's go ahead and that with 0f just to be sure. Just to be sure we don't put anything else in there that shouldn't be in there. And then we're putting it back to where it needs to be. Why am I loading Y here? I don't need to load Y. I see increment the steps. Right? Load volume value. Make sure it's only in the low bits, or it with the duty value. Save it again. I'm wondering if I should write 6502. Do it. Do it. Is this... Do I use this anywhere else? I don't think so. I don't think I actually use it to load anything. String volume steps. I do not. In that case, I can just get rid of that. Simplify a little bit. Grab that. Put it at the top there. Transfer A to X and just load X. I don't need to do any of this then. Okay. What does this sound like? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. It's not doing it. It's not going anywhere. It's not reading the macros. Because I never increment the pointer itself. I never increment the pointer. That's why. On load next, I never increment the pointer. Thank you for that file. Appreciate that. So this value right here needs to be incremented. But I removed that. I don't know where it was, but I removed it. Yeah. Okay. Let's try again. Still didn't do it. One of them is moving. This guy's moving a little bit. The first volume macro. The second one isn't being touched, which is the one that actually matters, I think. All right, that was a read on that. Zerk, by the way, how you doing? I'm trying to fix my audio engine that I broke. Specifically for the NES. Where is it? For a game I have been writing for quite a few months, almost a year. So I started last October with this. Oh geez, that's broken too. Ignore the audio for a second. Yeah, so I wrote this entirely in 6502 assembly, and yeah. I do get paid at my day job, yes. This is not my day job. You don't get paid at your day job, then you're doing something wrong. Unless it's like an internship and you're getting credits for it or something like that, then that's a different story, but... yeah, as you could tell, the audio was not working there, because it just wouldn't stop. So I broke that. Badly. Oh. Full stack dev at a late startup funding. Oh dear. Yeah, so I like will avoid those startup companies for that very issue. For that very reason, rather. I cannot afford to be unpaid for my work. I work there too, can't confirm. Oh no, I'm sorry. Welcome, by the way. How you doing? Eaton? Yeah, and that process is the whole like looking for a new job is one of the most. I don't like that at all. It's one of the hardest and frustrating things I've ever done. Unless you have options that are being offered more for the unpaid months, you should teleport. Yeah. Lots of nice dev jobs in Tampa, though. Someone else in Florida. Goodness gracious. Why is everyone from Florida? Nice and warm down there, though, yeah? Yeah, sunk cost fallacy does ruin lives. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm up by Boston. I'm not in Boston, but I'm close enough to Boston. In the process of teleporting. That's the spirit. Oh no, all this stuff I do in my free time. The income I get from this is like lunch money pretty much. I have a day job that actually pays the bills. It's not a startup, but Yeah. I mean, you know, that's the thing. I'm there. I'm happy, I guess you can call it. So, like, you teleport a leg and your arm and now you're bleeding out? Yeah, you might want to see a doctor about that? I mean... the stack is a mess. That's what it is. But on a serious note, it's C#, VB.NET, and SQL for some internal stuff. It's all website-driven things to track shipments and whatnot. Yeah, VB is the worst. The C# is fine. It's not core. No. No. No, the C# is fine. That's what all the libraries and things, utilities are written in. Well, some of the utilities are written in. Everything else, like all the web page backend stuff, a bunch of the older utilities are all written in VB.NET, and I hate VB.NET so much. Bumped into Perl and TCL and Python the other day. Noped at it when you saw the Perl and Python and everything. Writing Perl isn't that bad. Reading Perl, on the other hand, that one, yeah, doesn't matter if you wrote it or not. Like, I look back at some of the Perl that I wrote myself, and I'm like, oh dear God, what was I thinking? Again, that's one of the instances where I wish I could, like, reach through time and slap myself in the face and go like, no, bad, don't do that. Oh, I shouldn't have touched my eye. Now it itches. Oh goodness. I spent the evening writing docs and emails to Palmanoff. Yeah. Maintaining Perl is not a fun thing to do, I don't think. Unless it was really well written Perl, which I doubt. Not to, like, throw shade at the programmers, but, like, that originally wrote it. But, like, writing Perl that is easy to read isn't the easiest thing to do. Thank you for those files. Appreciate that. We have, like, one person that deals with all the Perl left around in the pipeline. Yeah, he's probably, like, either old as dirt or wants to get out, right? Really well written it does not exist in the business environment. I will 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. Like, the stuff I have to trudge through at work. Like, oh, can you just, like, see why this page is taking forever to load? Oh, yeah, sure, that should be an easy task. Right? It's, like, got a long call to the database or something, right? Sure, that's probably it. Then I look at the code. I'm like, oh, boy. It's got at least 7 calls to the database. Some of these might be nested. I don't know. I can't tell. There's 300 lines of copy-pasted code. Then there's this other piece of code that, like, calls a shared function over here that does God knows what, because it calls 3 other functions, and it's all nested deeply. It's like, oh dear Lord, what is happening here? What? Yeah. I would much rather be writing assembly than the stuff I write at work, or have to go through at work, because, like, at least with assembly, like, I don't know. Like, there's a limited amount of stuff you could put on a cartridge for the NES, right? Like, I can't load 60 megabytes of libraries on the NES because it doesn't have that much space on the thing. But at work, it's like, okay, here's 20 libraries I need to load because of reasons. There's a dependency chain in there somewhere. I don't know what it is because it's too convoluted to understand. See until JAI is released? Rat in a Box, how you doing? Assembly is usually not written by beginners. That's not entirely true. I mean, I was a beginner. I don't know if I still am. Am I? I don't know. Intermediate, I guess I'll call myself, because I only really know 6502. I don't know 68K or 6809, for instance. That said, though, I did start reading a book on 6809 assembly to hopefully learn that. We'll see. Well, C+ operator overload. Oh. And namespaces. Yeah. But yeah, in order to really get anywhere in assembly, you have to understand what you're doing and be very deliberate, I guess. Organized. You have to be organized to keep your hair. Yeah. Make me a carrot sandwich. Do those taste any good? How you doing? Welcome. My introduction to programming was through this 8085 assembly. Okay, I haven't done any of the 8080 series. I don't think I will. I probably won't. I might. I don't know. We'll see. But welcome. Woodoo Weasel, how you doing? That's all I need. That's all I want. I don't mind some assembly, but just haven't. Yeah, it doesn't really happen much anymore unless you're doing something embedded. And if anything, it's gonna be like ARM or something like that. Learn first. Yeah, that's actually why I started learning NES Assembly, is to reverse engineer other things. In fact, I've got this device off screen here. This guy right here. So this is for the Famicom. This plugs right into the top of the thing. Let me actually grab the Famicom too. There it goes. This right here is a little device that plugs into the top of the Famicom, right? Like so. But this guy right here is a mostly undocumented tape drive for the Famicom. I mean, the Famicom has a floppy drive, the FDS, Famicom Disk System, that's pretty well documented. This thing, however, not so much. So I've been reverse engineering this along with Bridgewater, if he's still in chat, to try and figure out how it actually works. So that's some of the motivation for programming here. Not specifically the study box, for starting anyway. For starting, it was reverse engineering other NES games to figure out like exploits for different NES games to use in tool-assisted speedruns. You are still here. Hi, I didn't mean to call you out of lyric, but you know, how you doing? Welcome. But yeah, tape drive for the NES. It's a edutainment device. So this is like the third revision, I think, of the thing. The first one was like it had a cartridge that plugged into the top, I think, and a separate dedicated box enclosure for the tape drive, like the disk system. How that was set up, right? But later models, they put everything into its own thing, so you just had to plug it in, fewer wires, and power it. How far am I with this? I still need a decent audio cassette recorder, because like I can't get the tapes to read properly. I can't get it to load anything. It soft locks on the loading screen. I'll show you. It soft locks on the loading screen, and it needs stereo tapes. Now, in theory, it should work with mono tapes if I just record only one channel, the data channel, and ignore the audio, because it's got an audio channel on the thing, right? So it was you. Hang on. Plug it in. Hang on. Bear with. All right, so it's a edutainment kind of thing. So it's like used to teach English and like science and all that kind of, or was used to teach English and science. Now the thing about like teaching a language is you can't really learn pronunciation on chiptune music, right? Like two square channels, a triangle, and a noise channel, and a PCM sample channel aren't going to get you very far when you're trying to learn pronunciation from a native speaker. So they use one of the channels on the cassette as actual recorded voice data, voice audio, and the other half of it is the data for it. It might be workable for it, but this would be a lot easier because it's an entire tape for the stupid thing, right? And the PCM sample channel, like, you need to store a lot of data for that, especially for, what was it, 12 lessons, I think it was? That's a lot of silicon for the chips, right? But for cassette tapes, I mean, those are cheap compared to that. So yeah, that was their solution for that, was just put everything on tapes. Alright, hit this one over there. Turn that on. And then that one on. And let's see if it's up. Is it? No. Why? Did I hit the wrong button? Yes, I hit the wrong button. There it is, okay. Oh, I unplugged the other thing, didn't I? I did. Well, I'll swap it over. There it is. So this is my Famicom here. Where is the power for the other thing? There it is. There it is. There it is. We got it. We got it. We're good. Bang. Okay. Never less good to see escalate to the fourth or Lord Lisp or anything else, right? I reckon Syscall is all you do in assembly these days outside of hobby or niche. Not even that. That's all like a standard C library. We'll usually have that, and that's into the kernel. You call into the kernel, which would have a documented API of some sort. I set that. I hit the reset, rewound. Why isn't it showing me the thing? There it is. There's the page selection. Can't get tapes to run either, but in my case, it doesn't shift the tape at all. Right. So I'd show it on screen while it's on, but I can't get the wires to reach over here. But it'll only show the number, the page number, when it rewinds the tape and everything like that. Right. If I don't have power to it, so if I turn the power off, well, it didn't do anything there. But you know, let's try. Doesn't even try. All right. Turn it back on. Well, anyway, at any rate, it does always soft lock here. No matter what I do, it soft locks here. Reset that. I'm missing some chat again. Maybe the heads are misaligned or something. It's possible. It's also possible that my recording equipment is garbage, which I am not ruling out yet. Yeah. Try the carcass set. I have one of those. Wouldn't work because those don't rewind, and this thing, as soon as you put it in, it rewinds. So that wouldn't work at all. Aethel? Aethel? Is that how you say that name? How you doing? Welcome. Sorry it took me so long to get your name. Recently, I believe Super Russian Roulette wired up a serial flash memory with a deep CM for several minutes of recorded audio. Wow. Yeah, they didn't have that kind of space back then, though. It doesn't get quite as far as providing page numbers. It hasn't found a valid page number header at that point. Yeah, so I guess that means it found like a page boundary, I think. I guess? I don't know. But no matter what I choose here, no matter which page I choose, it's at the beginning. The tape is at the beginning itself. So I choose one, it'll get to this screen, but it won't do anything other than this. It'll animate, and that's about it. Sometimes, and if it stops there, let's see what we'll see what audio is coming across. Yeah, so it locked up. Where's this going out to? Oh, that's that's not going out to anything. There we go. So now you can hear it. So it just locked up, and it's not even playing the music anymore. So if I reset, it will for a little while, I think, and then it'll stop. So if I hit that, it's going. See, sometimes it there it goes. There, it's soft locked. But the tape is still going. This tape is still driving. So I don't know what's going on with that. Tape's still going, but it's soft locked. Yeah, so I guess this is like from page to page, so from page nothing to page 1, right? Because that's what I'm pretty sure that kind of actually mean. But after a while, it will stop the tape. I'm not sure when, but eventually it does stop the tape. Yeah. And eventually, I'd like to get to the point where I can, where I know some of the commands, and see specifically how they're being sent from the ROM itself, and see if I can send those through the dumper, right? I probably lost something. Possibly, yeah. Found what looks like a page header, but it fails to decode all of it. It's certainly possible, yes. So depending on, I guess, the quality of the tape or something, like if I just pop it in, like, you know, let me try this. Hang on. Because I have like straight audio tapes that I haven't recorded anything on, and if I pop those in, something different happens. So let me see if I can find one of those. Hang on. Here's one. I got one. So this one is who is this? Simon and Garfunkel. That's who this is. So let's see what happens when I put that in. All right. Turn it on. And pause my music again. It's rewinding. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is rewinding. Can you hear that? I don't know. It stopped rewinding. Tape just stopped. So we didn't find anything, right? Open it up, put it down again, rewinds a bunch. It stopped. So yeah, it's finding something on this other tape. I take this one out, Simon and Garfunkel, put in my audio data, my data tape again, which, now that I look at it, isn't rewound. I don't think, is it? Right? I think it's rewound on the other side. No, it is. Okay. Rewound it and found something. It found a header, I guess. All right. So it's able to differentiate garbage noise from like data, I guess. But like once I hit A, where's my controller? Once I hit A, it does its thing. Or tries to. Gets that far and then stops. The tape's still going, but like it soft locks here. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually, maybe. Hopefully. But yeah, I still need to confirm a bunch of how, a bunch of what the registers do in relation to the tape. Like one of them is like resetting the tape drive, for instance. I found that one pretty easily. Or I confirmed that one pretty easily, rather. But like some of the other ones, like the clocking the data, I haven't gotten around to yet, but eventually, one of these days. But yeah, and I did confirm. I think I mentioned on Discord the other day. I did confirm that it is a 4-screen setup and not a 2-screen setup. So it doesn't do any mirroring at all. So the original ROM, that's the only thing that was wrong with the original ROM that we got offline, was set up to mirror the tables instead of have 4-screen, and that only worked, by the way. It only like didn't. The only reason it didn't break certain screens that we could find or get to was because whenever it found a new screen, regardless of where it actually is, yes, I'm still alive. How you doing, Jojo? Regardless of where it is, it just redraws the screen, like, from scratch every time. You know, the whole inefficient thing kicking in again. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Anyway, I lost track of where I was. I don't know what I was doing. Squeaky clean, that's good to hear. And Blade Beat Saber. Nice. So I think it's over here, right, like the volume macro actually isn't running or something, right? Is that what's happening? Probably. Probably. One envelope loop. Right there. Okay, it does hit it. 1. That's channel 2, 3, 4. Okay, I mean it's doing things. You know, let's get rid of that and that and that. Waiting? Wait, what does this do? What does the waiting do again? I don't remember. Active and waiting. What's the difference between those two? Hang on, like, beat happens, okay. Oh, duh, that's... That's what that is. Nothing between notes, so it's waiting for the next note. That's what that is. That's all that is. Okay. Don't need the waiting. Don't care for the waiting. Thanks and steps. I mean, yeah. Thanks for being updated. Am I never incrementing the pointer on that? I thought I fixed that. I thought I did that. Let's get the watch window. Can I do this? SND pointer. Fall macro. 10 of them, I think it is. Invalid expression, of course. Of course. Plus 2. Plus 4. Plus 6. Okay. So these are the pointers for the macros for each channel before the channels. Let's see if they change. They do. Noise doesn't change, but everything else does. Fast. Yeah, okay. Custom? No, not 120 frames. We want like 2 frames. Maybe not 2 frames. Let's do custom 10 frames. Why is the reading one way out here? Pattern 2. It shouldn't be reading way out there. DAEB. None of them are DAEB. Why is the macro way over there? Oh wait, is it doing something stupid where I'm like, hang on, I increment that macro, or the pointer. But I don't check for 0. Oh. Actually, on increment, does it sets a 0 flag, right? Yeah, it does. Okay, so I don't need to reload it. Yeah. Where is my window? There it is. That's big. I don't need it that big. Goodness gracious. 2x. Huh. These are gonna be wrong now, aren't they? Oh no, those are CPU reads. Never mind. Fake Barrier, how you doing? How goes it? It goes. It goes. I'm trying to figure out what I was doing. What I'm doing wrong, specifically. Yeah, well, I don't know. We're figuring it out. We're figuring it out. Still wrong because it's not. Boy, what? Why is it starting like in the middle of this macro? Song. Wait a minute. No, those. Okay, never mind. Those are lookup addresses. DB, DA, DA. Those are look matrices. Never mind. Okay, that was a false alarm. These aren't getting any further than 2. Configure colors. Read needs to be something else. Read needs to be something visible. Pink. That doesn't help. No. DMC. So, all right. Let's use orange. That still doesn't help. No. Because it's still like too bright or whatever. Colors. A darker orange. That one. I mean, I guess that works. Not too well, but it works. Yeah, so it's reading like just the first 2 bytes of this macro. So it's reading length and the first value of the macro, but never anything past that. Never anything past that. It's incrementing the values for it though. D9 EE. Huh? It's reading the middle of a freaking sequence. Alright. You know what? I broke things badly tonight. And I'm losing ground, I think, at this point. So yeah, I think I might call it for tonight. We are gonna go say hi to someone though, so don't go anywhere. Yeah, I'll have to read through this again when I'm more awake. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. I do appreciate it. I'll be back on what, Tuesday? Thursday. Today is Tuesday. I'll be back on Thursday. Don't go anywhere yet, though. Don't leave me yet. We're gonna go say hi to somebody. If Twitch wants to cooperate. All right. Let's see here. Let's see who is live. I mean, alright, who's in this category? Let's see, who else? Who was doing a thing interesting looking? 24/7 Stoner Lounge. No. Why are the 2 channels dedicated to growing? Why? Do people watch that? I don't get it. There's 3 channels. 4. Why? 5. 6. Of just growing. 7. Wow. Okay. We're not going to those. Alright, that. Alright, let's see this guy. What he's doing. Alright, it's been, I don't know, a few weeks, I guess, since we've raided this guy. I think, I don't remember. Come with me to say hi. Most of STEM Twitch is people either growing weed or animals. Yeah, I don't agree with that, but because I mean, I don't want to watch a plant grow, number one. And for like, I don't know, cozy animal vids, I'd rather just watch YouTube on that or something. I'd skip through YouTube videos for it. I don't know. Anyway, come say hi to me, with me. Yeah, come with me to say hi to Jispo. I've known him for a while. He's a great guy. He's working on his game. If I can find the tab again. Yeah, he's doing some modeling stuff. Oh, nice! Drying paint next week. All right, I'll be sure to watch every minute of that. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. You guys have a good night. I really do appreciate it. I will see you guys next time.